Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit and the Archangels into this reading and say how truly grateful we are for the messages and guidance we are about to receive. This is a weekly reading for Cancer from the 22nd to the 28th of Teen. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for more complete picture. And if you would like a personal reading, I put details of email and a website in the description box, so please contact me. I put the decks I'm using in the description box as well as links to Amazon, so you can purchase these decks if you want to. And don't forget to watch the deck walkthrough series that I'm doing. You might find that interesting. Like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. I'm going to just draw some cards for the general energy read, and then I am going to do the general tarot read after that. So the first card is the Eagle, which says triumph over troubles and obstacles. So you are winning over a situation, and you've got dealings or relationship with an older man. So you might be having problems maybe with a paternal figure, maybe your father or somebody that's older than you, and you are going to be able to sort these problems out, triumph over that. You've got the Torch as well. There's a lot of spiritual development and enlightenment, awareness, and understanding that has been coming in. So all these things that you're going through right now is bringing a lot of spiritual enlightenment for you. In the past, you've got the Scales, which says you keep your life in balance. So you've been trying to get that balance back into your life again. And the Star says guaranteed success. So you've been having quite a lot of success in whatever you've been doing, whatever endeavors you've been up to right now. Going to the future, you've got the Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So you are trying to bring stability into your family and maintain that environment where there is emotional security and, you know, a lot of love within that family. You're very nurturing anyway, being Cancer. So the last card is the Mule, which says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So whoever you're dealing with, it's possibly this old man, because as you get older, you get more stubborn in life. So you might be dealing with this person, and they are being very stubborn about something and are unwilling to change their ideas about things. And maybe that is causing you to be a bit upset. So you are dealing with somebody that's stubborn, and it's probably this older man that you're dealing with. Okay, so those are the energies for that week. Cards in order. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to cut the cards. So you've got the main energies being the Death card, or the card of transformation, as it goes in this deck. You can see you've got this butterfly emerging from this chrysalis over here. So you have undergone some big transformation in your life, and you are now emerging as something absolutely new. So what you were maybe in the last year is not who you are right now. You have changed and transformed, and you have let go of that past life that you used to lead. You cannot identify with that past life anymore, because you have changed into something different. You've got from that caterpillar where you crawled on the ground, if you like, in using that, to now becoming this butterfly where you will take off into flight. So it is something has happened in your life that has caused great transformation, and you are now emerging from that situation as something completely different. So you've got the Judgment card, which is another major arcana card, and this you've got Archangel Gabriel here, showing that you are now being called upon after having gone this great big transformation. This is probably something that has been part of your spiritual journey or part of your life plan, this transformation that you underwent, and now you're being called upon to make a decision and follow a new path. Maybe you're being called upon to do something that you didn't finish in the past, and now you're being called upon to do it. So you have to do a life review, leave behind all those things that didn't serve you, take all the lessons that you have learned from this change or this event that happened to you, and you're being called to make a decision to move in a new path, transforming yourself, transitioning to something very, very different. And this is being divinely guided. You've got Archangel Gabriel over here. So you are reaching the top of this success. You can see you've got a symbol for euro here, and this person has climbed this ladder, and they are now on the top. So you have reached the top of your career path. You are financially independent, and you are self-sufficient, and you are somebody that worked your way. It was a hard struggle to get to the top. You had to use a lot of strategy, a lot of planning was involved in it, but you have now achieved everything that you needed to achieve materialistically. This is the Nine of Pentacles. It talks about material wealth. So you have achieved that, and you have achieved everything you need to within that particular scenario, in that career that you were doing. So now you're being called upon to maybe change direction and do something different, something that brings you more spirituality perhaps, and more, where you're giving back now after achieving everything that you need, that you have been aiming for. So in the past year, you've got the Two of Rods over here. So you've got plans about what you want to do. You're trying to make a choice. And you're being a bit scared about taking the risk of doing it, because you can see, you're worried that it might not work out, because maybe you've tried it in the past, it didn't work out, and now you are scared because this man's got this big monster kind of shadow on the wall, and he's looking back at it. So it's something that happened in the past, and maybe you attempted to do this new thing. You had this idea, you wanted to do it, you put it into practice, and it didn't work out, and so you're scared to actually go back and try it again. But these are just shadows. So you're too afraid to make that move, to make that decision, and you've been holding off. You've not been moving forward, and that's kept you stuck. At least in this last year, very cloudy. You're very confused about what to do right now. So you need to make that decision. This is the Two of Rods. So you've got the idea. And you need to actually have the courage to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in this situation. You're at a standstill at the moment because you are being inhibited by your fear. You don't want to take the chance. So you've got the Knight of Rods over here, and the Knight of Rods is a very, very fast-moving energy coming into your life right now. So you may have met somebody who has now spurred you in the direction of trying to help you get this plan off the ground. The Knights usually bring in messages, and they bring in that energy that allows you to shift out of stagnation. So you have been stagnant with this Two of Rods, but you seem to have met somebody. Maybe it's a business colleague, somebody around you. It could be somebody from your family that you have met. A person who's got a lot of go, get up and go in them. Maybe you've met them in some sort of social setting, having tea with them or coffee with them. But it seems like this person is going to be there to assist you. So you'll be wanting to go into partnership. And this person's got that energy and that drive to be able to bring your plans into action as well. So you've met them in the last 3 months at least. Now you're still getting over the heartbreak of whatever happened. So whatever happened that caused this big transformation, you're still getting over it. And you had some financial loss as well that was associated with this big change that came in for you. And you're still thinking a lot about it. You're still very, very heartbroken about whatever happened. Now things are about to change. You've got the dice falling. So there are going to be chance encounters, chance things that happened, unexpected things that happened. And it's all that the universe is doing this for you. So unexpected things happening for you with this dice, and a lot of luck coming in as well. You've got the Eight of Cups over here. You are moving away from an old situation into something new, and a lot of luck coming in. But also chance encounters, chance meetings, chance events that happen, things that you have no control over. And this is because the universe is now directing things. And it is very much being directed because you've got Major Arcana card, which is Archangel Gabriel over here. So that's showing that you've got divine intervention coming in. So the universe is actually doing things for you that you didn't expect, and it's directing you along the pathway that you need to be on. So you are being directed towards the right pathway, what you came to finish. You are being pushed into that direction. So you've got the Six of Cups over here, and you have been looking, maybe you feel like time is going very, very quickly. You are running out of time. And, you've been looking at your past events, because this is going back in time and looking at things that happened also in the past with the Six of Cups, reviewing that past situation, maybe also meeting people that have come in from the past, but maybe spending a lot of time reviewing what has happened in the past, what you wanted to do and how you didn't achieve it. And you're a bit stuck in that phase right now where you're sitting and thinking about the past. It also could indicate that you're spending a lot of time with your children, if you have children, and maybe you're nurturing them. But you have got this feeling of time passing you by, because you've got this big sort of egg timer going on over here, and you're worried that time is passing you by. The things you're not going to achieve things in time. So time seems to be quite a focus. You're trying to get things done. You're rushing around, maybe trying to get things done, but also spending a lot of time thinking about the past and living in the past and dwelling about the things that you didn't accomplish. So it is time to start acting. So you are still very, very tied up by your job because this is the Devil card, and it is something that is ruled by Capricorn and Saturn, and indicates that you're still very, very chained to your work. And it is taking up a lot of your time. And maybe this is why you feel time is passing you by so quickly and you're not able to achieve. So you are also being very, very negative. So something around you has got you tied up. Maybe it could also indicate that there's an addiction that is going on over here. You're addicted to something. Maybe addicted to work. Maybe addicted to some sort of all the things that come with stress. So maybe you're smoking too much, or drinking too much, or having too much of going out too much and having too much of partying. But there's a lot of imbalance with this card, and you have a lot of negative energy in your mind. You're thinking negative thoughts. So you need to start thinking positively and act with confidence. This card also shows that, there's no confidence. You feel like you're being chained to something. So you need to break free of those chains and move forward and have more positive things. So it's the environment around you that has chained you up. So it looks like it is about your work, and you might be chained up by the work, and because you cannot get to the top, you cannot achieve the 9 of Pentacles if you haven't put in the work. So you have to be, you would have had to have been tied to that job. You had to have been obsessed with that particular job, working very, very hard at it, giving all your energy to it to have achieved the status that you did. And this is what this card is representing, the Devil card, that you have been so chained to this work that it seems you can't seem to break free from it to pursue the things that you want to. And you are thinking, that this old cycle is finished. The old home that you had, you've been moved away from it. The old problems that you have, you've moved away from it. And now you can see she's looking into the, almost longingly into the future. She wants something more. This is almost a card of longing. You can see that. And you want something deep, something more meaningful to come into your life. And you want this old cycle of hard work to finish off. You want all these problems, the emotional problems, to go away. That's on your hopes and fears. So going into the future and the final outcome, you've got the 2 of Cups, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and you've got the 10 of Swords. So the 2 of Cups showing that you need to find this balance within yourself. It is balancing yourself. A lot of people read with a lot of the decks, the 2 of Cups are read as meeting your soulmate. But in this card, it's talking about the balance within yourself. So coming into balance again with your current self and your higher self's plan is very important to bring that balance into your life again. So you need to do some self-reflection, fall in love with yourself again, look at your own plans for yourself, the ones that you had, that you gave up, and go back and pursue that. So you need to bring that balance. You need to become your own soulmate. So you need to connect again with your higher self with this 2 of Cups, to find that soulmate connection again with your higher self, with your higher plan, the greatest purpose that you came to this earth for. So that's what you need to do with this 2 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in for you, and that's going to shift everything around and change things. It moves it into a more positive cycle. You do have a hand in turning this Wheel of Fortune as well. So something is going to bring in some change for more positive, and move you out of the old cycle that you went through, all this loss, and into something brand new, and bring in some fortune, some luck coming in for you. And it is coming in for you because you've come out of the worst. This is like a tsunami that you came through, and now you are moving away in this boat into something calmer. You can see there's very calm waters over here, but you've been through the worst of it all with this 9 of Swords, and now you're emerging still intact, maybe a bit battered, having learned new lessons, having a new perspective about how things are, maybe very world weary right now, but you have come through it. You have weathered the storm, weathered the problems that came. It was a very, very traumatic situation that you came out of, but you are emerging from it. And, the lights are still on, so you've still got things going for you, and you are moving into a calmer phase. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming to bring that luck back into you. So you are going to a place where you have more spiritual peace. You are at peace with yourself. And so you do need to find this balance. You need to reconnect with your inner self. And Wheel of Fortune will come and help you and take you out of that. You've come out of that situation. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to come in there and bring you that luck. And you can see this dice falling in from the heavens. So this luck is coming in for you as well to change things. So for you, it doesn't seem like it's all about money. It seems like now what you're going for is more spiritual rather than material. And you seem to be on the right path because you've got Archangel Gabriel here there directing you. So that seems to be the angel that is there to aid you during this period. So the first card is Release, which says it is time to release the past and move on to something new. The ending is the first step to the way to a happier future. So this ending here is the first step to the way to a happier future. And you've got the peacock, which is just showing how beautiful things can be, and a butterfly here showing that this transformation has happened, and these roses as well. So it's showing you to appreciate that beauty in life again, and that's what you need to do. So it is time for you to move on. Arcana card as well. So the second card is the Prince of Summer, which says a deeply emotional experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whimsical encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. So you need to think before you act. There is something very emotional coming in for you. You could be entering into a new relationship. You've got the frog, and he's got a little wand in his hands. So something magical happening. It's almost like the Cinderella glass slipper story over here. You've got the glass slipper here. And another butterfly showing that there's transformation and something deeply emotional coming in for you. Maybe you're going to meet somebody, or maybe you just reconnect with yourself again and find the happiness is coming from within rather than from without. And the last card is the Princess of Autumn, which is Tabby Cat, which says a wonderful opportunity related to work or education, such as promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting and start a more rewarding and uplifting career. So it looks like there's going to be some sort of studying as well coming in for you. Maybe you're going to be a teacher. Maybe you will go back into studying and doing a course that you wanted to always do, learning something that you wanted to always learn. Like, if you always wanted to, learn to play the piano, or you wanted to paint a beautiful picture, maybe you're being offered some chance to be able to learn that education in order for you to be able to learn to do something that you always wanted to do. And I'm saying that because you've got this judgment card over here, which is Archangel Gabriel, who is calling you to go back to do that thing that you wanted to always do. So now this chance of this Princess of Autumn says that something coming in for you, some education coming in for you, to go back and learn something that you've always wanted to learn. So that is coming in for you. You're going to be going down a pathway. You're pursuing something that is that you wanted to do. That was your first love, if you like, and you are you've gotten over the situation, and now the universe is shining its luck on you and moving you into a situation where you are now on your rightful path. And don't worry, time is not passing you by. You will have enough time to complete. So don't be worried, and don't sit and regret the things that you didn't do. Start doing the things that you've always wanted to do, and that is the most important thing. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.